But now to a bill that has been before the New South Wales Parliament. I think late-breaking news that this bill might have actually passed this afternoon. We'll find out from our next guest. It's about farmers losing control over some of their land. Labor's pushing the bill that could grant Energy Minister Penny Sharpe, and we hate it when ministers get sweeping powers to access private land without consent. It's happened in Victoria, where farmers are going to be fined $12,000 if they don't let transmission line companies onto their property. Now, the owners are not going to be able to refuse if this bill does pass. The Priority Network Projects Bill is what it's called. It's for everything the New South Wales regional farmers do not want. Communities are aware the impact. It's going to be dreadful. It means the door could be flung open for future land acquisitions under broad social or climate goals with next to no transparency. Farmer Grant Piper runs a beef cattle in central west New South Wales. He's already had his land acquired by Energy Co. He's surrounded by wind turbine projects. He fears eventually he's going to have to abandon his property. Grant, have you got an update for us? This bill, it has passed, has it not?
I believe so. I checked in on it periodically through the day, but when I came in later, it looks like it got over the line. There were some delays today, but they pushed it through. Explain,
have I explained it well enough? The guts of it is that you'll have diminished rights over your own land. Is that the guts of it?
It will be. There's already compulsory acquisition rights for state significant infrastructure, and I guess that they talked about extending that to more projects. So far, it's only been transmission lines, but now they floated the idea of extending it to wind and solar and other projects. At the moment, anything that extends the minister's powers or their executive order ability to just ram things through, it just crushes the whole idea of having a parliamentary democracy. I can't see how you can justify it in any way whatsoever. I mean, if they've got to ram this amendment through to give them more power in an environment that is already private or Energy Co.
Go ahead.
State government. It's we don't need any more power on their side. We're already, we can't get a fair go, and that's what we're after.
And Grant, as you know, once they get power like this, politicians are very reluctant to give it back, even if it's from the other side of politics. Explain to me where you are and what renewable energy projects you've got around your place.
Yeah, well, we've been through that a few times, but you're correct. They keep ratcheting up the pressure and taking more power, and we saw that through COVID. And these are the same techniques being used now to ram through the transition, the net zero rubbish as well. And we're all suffering for it. We're all going to pay for it, and so are our children. The costs are immense, and it has no technical merit or economic merit, and it has no environmental merit. Locally, you're taking farmland out of production to put this toxic junk on it that is a terrible power producer. We're on the Great Dividing Range near Coolah, Casslis area. We run beef cattle. We're EU accredited. We're LPA accredited. And we're going to have 130 odd turbines to the west of us, and the next ridge west, which is an absolute fire hazard. We won't be able to fight a fire in there with aircraft. And then north of us is 185 turbines on Liverpool Range wind farm. And then inside the res is, scheduled to be over 1,000 turbines plus the solar. So it's going to be a huge change and a huge impact, and they just don't acknowledge any of the downsides. They just keep ignoring our concerns and don't really address them correctly or seriously.
I went to a little place called Rokewood in Western Victoria a couple of weekends ago, and I came across this little place, and it's surrounded by 110 wind turbines up and running, with a couple of them quite close to the road. Until people actually stand at the base of one of these things, Grant, they don't have any idea, do they, how monstrous these things are?
Well, no. I mean, Centrepoint Tower is 305 metres. The turbines west of us will be 250. The ones down the southwest res, they're talking of 270, 290 metres. So they're at Centrepoint Tower height. I mean, they dwarf the Harbour Bridge stanchions. I mean, they're just huge. They are enormous, and they've got enormous amounts of materials and oil in them, and and they're going to need enormous amounts of maintenance, and they're a fire hazard, and that they start fires also because they're not maintained correctly. They leak oil, the gearbox dries out, they get hot, and they start falling to bits. And they just don't talk about what they're going to do to fix that.
Just wish more people would hear those words that you just uttered there, Grant, and took some notice of it. So thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. Good luck with it. We'll keep in touch, and I know Peter will keep in touch with you as well.